So you are in this season where you are shedding the layers of your old self, and your new self is gradually forming. And as you are aligning yourself with your new self and you are ridding yourself of the old ways of you, you are becoming a version of yourself that you have never really quite been before. Like, okay, if you're aligned with me and you're in this collective and this is the energy that we have been working through this year, this calendar year, okay, you have experienced yourself so different throughout this year. Like, there have been versions of yourself that you honestly didn't even recognize. You didn't even realize you had that within you. Like, you were honestly, astonishing yourself, surprising yourself with these versions of yourself that you are, that came out, that came through your vessel. But the thing is, these were versions of yourself that had been laying dormant. Like, it had been suppressed within yourself for so long, that really truly wanted to come out. But it's like you probably didn't have the courage or the strength to bring that version of you out of yourself. But this year was very transformative. This was the year of you really showing yourself what you're truly made of, showing yourself who you are, showing yourself the versions of your untapped potential that you hadn't had. This was the year of you introducing yourself to so many different versions of you that are there, that can come out, that can be expressed, that can be experience openly, that you were so afraid of to let this version or these versions of you come out. You are multifaceted, you are multidimensional, you have multiple personalities, even. You have different versions of you that are anxious to come out. I even heard the word desperate first, but I don't want to make you feel bad. But listen, like, you have versions of yourself that were desperate to come out because they needed to be free. You needed to free your soul from that pain, from the agony that was weighing you down. It's like these versions of you, it's like you were gonna burst, you were gonna explode, you were gonna just bust if these versions of you were not allowed to come out. You were gonna feel like these versions of yourself were just eating away at you and just suffering until you allowed it to come out through your vessel. Where, because of your big heart and your empathy, you did not want to allow those versions of yourself to come out, because you, in a way, were wanting to spare their feelings. You wanted to have so much empathy for them, for these people that done hurt you. You wanted to have so much empathy for them when they didn't even have the same empathy for you. Your big heart and your empathy was keeping you from expressing yourself authentically. And you had to unapologetically and authentically express yourself this year so that you can finally see what you're truly capable of. Because now it's like you had all these different versions of you, and what was keeping you from experiencing those new versions and allowing those versions to come out was fear. It was fear, baby. But what you did, it's like you broke past the fear. It's like you boxing. You said, you like really must have just bursted through that fear and let these versions of yourself come out because they needed to. And as you are this brand new version that you have never been before, you are experiencing the wholeness of you. You are experiencing yourself, because maybe what you did is, when you moved past that fear and you allowed these versions to come out, you allowed yourself to be unapologetically, authentically you let these versions come out. What happened is, in each moment, you were taking your power back. You were reclaiming your power, bringing it back to you from the power that was stolen from you, from how people have hurt you. People, when they treated you so wrong, when they abused you, when they assaulted you, they took parts of your soul, they took your power away, they took your energy away, and they harvested for themselves. And by you suffering in silence and suppressing yourself, suppressing your emotion, and hiding from yourself, Your power was continuing to be drained from you. That's why you felt so depleted. That's why you were internally exhausted. There was an exhaustion that you were feeling that you couldn't even really describe or fathom in words because it was internal. No matter how much sleep you got, doesn't matter how much rest you got, no matter how much you ate, no matter how much you drank your water, the exhaustion was on a soul level because your soul was depleting. Your light was being taken away from you from all these people that wanted to hurt you, and you had in a way to do whatever you needed to do to get that power back, to get your energy back, to reclaim your power back to you. And now that you got all of your power back, and all of this, and you felt all of this energy, you felt yourself with all of your power, you felt empowered. And with all of this power that you were holding, you weren't feeling as much fear anymore. You weren't feeling as much rage anymore. You weren't feeling a lot of those emotions that were weighing you down. So you were feeling yourself in this brand new energy, this empowered energy that you are getting used to. It's different for you because you never felt in your life this empowered, this strong, to hold so much light, to hold so much energy, to hold so much power. And you're like, now what do I do with this? Because before I had all of this power, I was unaware of it, and my power was being pulled over here and pulled over there and pulled back there. But now you got all of this power to you, and you like, now I'm in control of this power. I contain this power. I maintain, I sustain this power, and I choose what I do with this power with my own free will. No longer am I allowing this power to be poured into other people. No longer am I allowing this power to be drained from me, to be taken from me. Now I handle this power. And with great power comes great responsibility. And now you have a responsibility with this power. You have used it wisely. You have used it in moments that may... whatever. You used your power in the way that you needed to use your power. And some of these people, when you had to lash that power out, some of the people had it coming, baby. But honestly, this version that you are right now, you have never been before. That's why it feels so different. That's why it's, it's a bit, that's why you sometimes may feel lost. That's why you sometimes may just feel so perplexed. That's why sometimes you just may feel like you're drowning and you're coming up for air, and it's because there's so much power that you hold that your brain and your mind and your body is processing all of this at once, and it takes time for you to process all of that power that you hold. But now that you are becoming this new version of yourself, and with the power and strength that you have, you are now ready to move forward into your new beginning. You are now ready to quantum leap. You are now ready to timeline shift. You are now ready to go forth into this next season, this next phase of your life, this next journey, the fool's journey. You are now ready to walk forth into this new area of your life, this new era of your life. Because with all of this power that you hold, all this wisdom, from all of this experience, all of this strength, all of this discernment, you have tapped into your gifts. You have tapped into a more powerful version of yourself. It's okay if at some points in time you felt like, I got all of this power, but I don't even know what to do with it. I don't even know what to do with myself. That's okay. That means that you have grown, you have shifted, you have evolved, you have shed the layers. You've gone through an ego death, probably multiple ego deaths. You've really shedded like a lot of layers. And now this version that you are right now, you're learning this new version of you day by day, moment by moment. You are creating this new version of you, creating from this foundation of who you are. This who you are is your foundation. Now you're creating more. You're adding more. Now your assignment, what you are to do, is you are to channel that energy through you and pour into you first every single day. Create a routine. Find a way to pour into yourself before you can pour into everyone else. You have to first give this power to yourself, so you first feel how powerful your energy is before you can pour into others. You got to go first.